This tutorial will show you how to search the Classification of Instructional Programs, or CIP, to find a description of your academic program of study. To access the CIP, select the link in the lesson or on the worksheet. I am going to use the link in the lesson. This site looks confusing at first, but follow these steps and you will find it easy to use. There are two ways to search. You can browse all CIP codes or you can search CIP codes. Both strategies are worth exploring. First, I will browse all CIP codes. This list gives you an idea of how disciplines are grouped by relevance. If I were to choose a code closest to my discipline, English Language and Literature/Letters, I would see several different disciplines within it that might surprise you. Not only is literature there, but so is general, American, English, and children's literature. So is rhetoric and composition, creative writing, and technical writing. These groupings give you an idea of the range of correlated disciplines that share some common origin. So browse the list by choosing a CIP code that you feel is closest to your own discipline and see what you find. Note that you may have to do some critical thinking to find your discipline. I will use global affairs as an example of the kind of critical thinking you might have to do. If I search this page for global affairs, but how else would someone refer to this field? Many disciplines go by various names. Perhaps area, ethnic, cultural, gender, and group studies might work. On the Area, Ethnic, Cultural, Gender, and Group Studies page, I see a few disciplines listed here that match the areas of concentration, the affairs majors such as African Studies. But Global Affairs is also a highly interdisciplinary major, so if I go back to the Browse page, I might choose Multi- and Interdisciplinary Studies. Here I am on the Multi- and Interdisciplinary Studies page. If I scroll down, I see International and Global Studies. If you wanted a general definition of the major, you would choose International and Global Studies. Now let's try searching the CIP for a discipline. Go back to the home page and choose Search CIP Codes. This time I will search for philosophy. When I search for philosophy, I get a result set that includes interdisciplinary connections and subdisciplines, but they are not grouped as such. Still, it's an interesting result set that includes alternative medicine, legal studies, religious studies, cultural studies, and disability studies. I had no idea philosophy would have so many interdisciplinary connections. But down at the bottom, I have found something closer to philosophy as a general discipline. Philosophy, Religious Studies, General. Your first task is to copy and paste the definition of your discipline's program of study onto your worksheet. I'm going to copy the definition of the philosophy program of study and 3.0101 and paste it into my document. Next, I need to identify some of the multidisciplinary connections and subdisciplines. I see that the discipline of philosophy also includes logic and ethics, which I expected to find, but also applied and professional ethics. Information like this can be surprising and can help you determine what the object of study is in your discipline. I will list these connections on my worksheet because they will help me describe my discipline to the readers of my discipline project. Now you have language that describes the academic program of study for your discipline. It can help you identify what your discipline studies and provide you with additional search terms you can use when doing the research for your discipline project.